Hi you all, this is Rosa bringing you Deer Families, a docuseries dedicated to the study and observation of the wild white-tailed deer that live in the rapidly developing town my home is in. Here we have Lana, her baby Ethan from last year, and her two newborn fawns that are 2 weeks old. She's been calling. She was at my door making calls to me, meaning she'd like an apple. But she walked off, so I might grab her a carrot real quick and walk over there. I just wanted to give you all that close-up of her babies. I'll be right back. So I've known Lana a long while now, and she trusts me, but most mother deer are not gonna let their babies get that close to a person. She's just grabbing a carrot. I normally chop them up, but I was in a rush to capture her beautiful babies on film. She's just gorgeous, and her babies are always so gorgeous. So people that meet my deer neighbors always wonder, they ask me, how do you tell them apart? But they all have real different bone structure, and their coats are different shades of tan. And they all look so different the more you see them each day. And I think Lana here is just gorgeous. Her bone structure is just so gorgeous, and her friendly, sweet personality certainly makes her look even more gorgeous. Just trying to get it close up for you all. She's an amazing mother. Since I've known her, when she gives birth to two, which is not always the case. So she's real strong to be able to do that, physically strong. Hi, gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. So Ethan here is her adopted baby. She has a biological baby named River. She's calling to her newborns. Where did they go? They're playing. They are so fast. I don't know if you just... She adopted Ethan when her sister died last year, and her biological baby, River, is still with her. One of her other babies from last year got hit by a car when it was just 2 months old. But she raised Ethan and River, and they're a year old now, and they're spectacular young bucks. They hang out with their mom and their grandma still. Hi, Lana. Her newborns, they're playing in this. Oh, hi. Did you see how fast her newborn is? Isn't that amazing? Her newborns are playing in this lot. One is running around and one is standing right by her. Isn't that amazing? I may have been too close to them to get a good shot. So fast at just 2 weeks old. And just the cutest little babies over here. They're joyful just like people babies, and playful and joyful when they're young. It's such a pleasure to be around that. The older deer, they've seen lots of tragedy, and they're a little more serious. They've seen all the tough sides of living on planet Earth, so they're a little more serious, but they still have fun with their kids. I've seen them play with their babies, and they still enjoy life, but the babies, they're just pure joy, playing all the time. Keep them in your prayers that they'll be safe from traffic. You can't have enough joy on the planet, and I really cherish the young babies that are born, people and animals. This time of year, since our town is full of wildlife, I drive very slow, just like I would in a school zone, because just like children, baby animals aren't as good at navigating traffic, and their mothers do the best they can, but when a town is full of traffic, it's challenging for them to keep them safe 100% of the time. So it would help if drivers just slow down, and it would help the mamas if drivers would slow down and keep an eye out for their babies too. This town is full of windy, twisty roads, so the mothers can't always see if a car is speeding around the corner. Nowadays, some cars are so quiet you can't hear them. So it's just really great if people can help the mothers out and drive slow in an area that's heavily populated with wildlife. So Lana's babies, Ethan and River, that are a year old, they hang out with their granddad a little more, and their uncles and big brothers that travel around together, but they're still also hanging around their mother and their aunts and their grandmothers. They're in that in-between phase where they're slowly leaving the nest. Can you believe how cute her babies are? It's hard to believe anything that cute exists. Just the cutest things. They're breathing heavy because they were running. They're nursing. They'll continue to nurse throughout the summer, and then they'll eat solid foods with their mom and aunts and grandmother when they're around 4 months old. So they're now at my neighbor's house, and they're walking through their backyard, and they're gonna go to this empty lot on this side of my house, which is across a road that gets a little more traffic, so I worry about them crossing that road. It's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, but when people are in a rush, they go a little faster. And what I really wish would happen is the city of Lago Vista would put wildlife bridges across these busier roads that the wildlife could walk over and not have to get in harm's way. It would save all the babies from getting hit, and it would keep people safe, because there are also those rare instances where they hit adults when driving, and that's just as dangerous for the people as it is for the deer. See, here's a car going fairly fast. If a baby ran out in front of them, who knows if they'd be able to stop. So this lot is where they often go. It's one of their resting places where they nurse their babies. In my video description, I have a link to a wildlife bridge in Utah. There are some states that utilize them, and there are some countries that have them everywhere, and they work really well. Animals don't want to cross roads, and if they have an alternative, they'll use it. That's something I hope for and pray for, that one day we'll see more wildlife bridges in the world, and especially in Texas where we don't have any, and the South, the southern states need them, and animals and people could safely coexist. Definitely helps keep our world in balance and people's spirits up to have wildlife around them. Well, they've gone. I thought I might capture them again, but they moved on. They have lots to do every day. Deer travel a lot each day to get the nutrition they need. They need a mixture of fruit, nuts, plants, bushes, and trees to get the nutrients they need. So they have to travel quite a bit to find all that, and since fruit trees are very rare with urbanization everywhere now, they go to houses to get that part of their diet, and I try to do my part by providing fruit when they come to my door. So, just a quick little video of Lana and her sweet babies. And I hope you all are having a great day and enjoying the nature and wildlife around you. Bye-bye from Rosewood Deer Families.